This is a general reading for Sagittarius for March 1st through the 8th. So Sagittarius is your sun or moon rising or Venus. This is a general reading for you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I want to thank you for the support of the channel, and I'm sorry for posting these late. I am now getting the all my medical appointments, which I was not able to access when I was in Portugal. So I'm having lots of medical appointments and tests. And like, for example, I waited and was able to see the new oncologist on Tuesday, which was a 2-hour appointment. And then she wants to do all the medical testing to get an accurate picture of my health right now, which I feel very, very good about. And I feel very good about this oncologist. And that was one of the reasons why I came back to the States, to have more affordable medical care. And I'll do an update about it. And then I have other appointments coming up in the next 2 weeks. Practically every day I have a medical appointment to get all these things resolved. Now, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. And it doesn't cost anything. Comments are appreciated. And if you like the video, thumbs up, share it with your friends, tell them about the channel. And I still am not monetized, and because, I switched countries, so I have to contact Google Ad and open up a new a PayPal thing, not a PayPal, but a Google Pay. And so I'm in the process of that. Why is that important? Because I want to be able to do some live streaming where for the subscribers we can do like a 3-card reading, mini readings, interactive for you to receive benefits from that. So that's, one of the primary reasons that I want to be able to do that. This is my new light and it seems to be flickering. I don't know. Maybe I have some messages coming. Or maybe you do, Sag. Now, for my little fur babies, Milo is not doing well. So, send good prayers to Milo. Before we came to the States, he was in heart failure. Vegas is his home. He likes Vegas. He, of all the dogs, wanted to come back. And then he had that difficult plane trip, crying throughout the plane. And then I took him the very next day, and he has renal failure. Well, now he's not wanting to eat, so I have to hand feed him. So I talked to the vet yesterday because I took Nina for her appointment, and it's not looking good because the vet said when they quit eating, that's, she said dogs like to eat. So, he still walks outside a little bit, but he's losing his strength, lays a lot on his new dog bed. And I have to be very careful. I hand feed him throughout the day. So he was the last of the 6 that I took to Portugal with me. I still have Nina. Nina's here on the table. Milo's on his dog bed. Nina went in. I didn't want any surprises. So I had blood work done because I want to know how her overall health is. Her heart's good, which is good. And I'll get the results of the blood test. Then she has to have her teeth cleaned. And then after that, she has a funny thing on her eye, which the vet said it's actually a lens, that she has like a ruptured lens in her eye that, it moved. So it can't be fixed. So we're going to be going to the doctor, the dog ophthalmologist, once we get her teeth cleaned. But she's right here, wrapped under her shawl. Their little, let's see, is her face in there? Nina, is your little face? Oh, her nose is peeking out. Hello, Nina. So she's there with her nose peeking out, all wrapped up, because she's right by a window, which is a little bit chilly. So I still have my 2 fur babies for now, and I'm getting my medical care. Now, the other thing I've been working on some things, and one of them is I'm working on getting licensed to do readings in one of the area places. You have to be licensed. I've been in contact with a bookstore. I will start doing readings there. once I'm licensed, which is going to take a couple of months because I have to do like an FBI check and everything, which I've had so many FBI checks for my jobs that, you know, they do the fingerprints and send it off and everything's clear, you know, because I was a substitute teacher and I was in social work and child welfare. So I had to be, you know, lots of fingerprints. And then when I worked at the hospital, I had to have a drug test. So, you know, it's just protocol. I'll wait. When I go to work at the bookstore, it will be that you can get readings there by phone or in person. I'll put my schedule, I'll put the link, and you can call in at Pacific Standard Time. You'll know what hours I'm going to be there, and you can get readings with me on the phone, call in and see what availability I have, and then book a reading with me right there. Now, because of that, once that starts, I'm not going to be offering readings through the YouTube channel because I want to be all above board, be transparent, don't have any conflict of interest. So that's going to be in a couple of months when I start doing the readings at the bookstore. And I'll let you know the link when it happens. But they have been around for years and years and years, and they have a very good reputation, and they're affordable. You know, that's the big thing. They're affordable. They're about in my price, what I charge. You know, and I think it's, you know, I think for me, it's important to have readings that are affordable. For me, that is my personal opinion for my path. Now, I have my new Oracle decks, and I'm going to be using those. Think of one question that you want answered. At the end of the reading, I will pull the angel answer card for your question. Different people have different questions. It's all, everybody has, you know, you're following a different path right now. Each one of you are individual. Just as your readings are individual, this is a general reading. And so it's take what resonates, leave the rest. It is a general reading. If you want a specific reading for you, then that's when you would reach out to me or a private reader. Now, if you want readings for me, just send me an email, and all that information's down below. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck, and I'm using the Oracle cards, and I'll be pulling one card from each one of the Oracle decks. So let's see what we have coming up for you, Sagittarius, this week. And I asked Spirit, what message do you have for the Sagittarius? And they said to look at the race. You know, and I always think of, you know, the ribbon across the finish line. It says, don't lose sight and give up before you see the finish line. It can, and I see that, you know, they have that, what do they call it? The heartbreak mile or something if you do marathons. I'm not a runner, obviously. But they, you know, don't give up. It can be, you feel like giving up, but know that if you just break through that barrier, you're going to see the goal. And once you see the goal, it's just like a breeze. Oh, okay. It's going to be like, you know, that Greek mythology where the fellow had the wings on his shoes, which they use now. That's how you're going to feel as you finish, go to the finish line. It's going to be like a breeze. And you're saying to yourself, boy, I wish it would have been that easy at the early part of the race. So as you look at the finish line, it's going to be effortless, is what they're saying. It's going to be effortless. So don't give up. As you're at this place, as you're at this place in the race, and this is the finish line, you know, the closer you get, it's going to go, it's going to be like effortless. And you're like, well, boy, that was, like I was saying, I wish that would have been earlier on. But earlier on, as you went along, you learned things along the way. You know, this is all the planet of lessons. This is the school planet. And so you learn things along the way as you add to your skill set. So let's see what we have coming up for you this week, Sagittarius. It's almost the end of the week, so I'm going to be starting the other week tomorrow. And I'm going to, the last 4 signs that I did are going to be the first 4 that I posted for next week. You're in limbo, waiting. Crossed over by some choices. What are the choices that you want? Maybe you're waiting for some information to make your choices. That's possible. At the base of it is the Justice card. Now, this can be decisions, but it's also about keeping your balance right there. Behind you is the Chariot moving forward. On your mind, the Two of Wands. Ahead is the Knight of Rods moving forward. Then we have the Nine of Swords, feelings from a past situation that is still bothering you. King of Rods. So you have the Knight of Rods and King of Rods. Then we have the Seven of Swords. And the final outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles with the Death card. Remember, death is not death. Death is transition, transformation, the beginning, the end, and the renewal, beginning and ending. Seven of Swords, Page of Cups. King of Rods, Empress. Okay, that's good. Someone, the King of Rods can be a person, but it can also be a job or some situation. And it can be that things are finally coming to the Empress is having it all. The feminine energy of the Emperor. It's standing in the community. It is leadership abilities. It could be a promotion, for example. Then we have the Hermit with the Nine of Swords. Knight of Rods with the Six of Swords. Perfect sense. Nine of Rods is action. Six of Swords is action, moving forward. Two of Rods with the Three of Pentacles. The Chariot with the Magician. So 2 major arcanas there. The Justice card with the Two of Swords. And the Queen of Swords crossed over by the Five of Wands. The Queen of Swords could be a boss or a situation. Crossed over by the Five of Swords can be a work environment. She could be a boss that there's disagreement. Could be in the work environment. It can be in a work environment where the Queen of Swords is like a boss. And there's, the five, she could be with the Five of Rods, doesn't have good leadership qualities, lots of conflicting instructions. Could be that she's disorganized, and that with the Queen of Swords, she comes across, she can be unwielding, doesn't listen to anybody. And there's the Five of Rods across from it. It could be disagreements. It could be that she is, the job that you have, that she's making it difficult. Or she is, there's some sort of thing going on with this. It can be a boss. It could also be someone around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be the work environment. That it can be someone around you who is, the word protagonist. That's a big word. But protagonist. Someone like in mythology, the protagonist is the one who, this creates the conflict. It could be someone in your life. It could be someone who is bossy. is the word that they come. Someone who is bossy, which is that they don't respect boundaries, your boundaries. And so they always want to tell everybody what they think that they should be doing, rather than, so it's a boundary issue. That could be the Queen of Swords. So your reading is about hanging around, looking, waiting for some choices. So you're sort of at a place of what are you going to do next? You're in this situation. There is things going on around you, and you're sort of waiting about what are your choices. It could be a work environment, and they are saying, we're eliminating one department, and you have some choices in other things. It could be that you're moving forward out of a work environment, and you're looking at what directions you're going to go. It could be major life changes, and you're deciding what to go. It could be an end of a relationship. It could be moving. It could be, oh, okay, someone's looking about whether you want, okay, this thing occurs every so often. Moving out of the area and to be closer to family. Someone's thinking about that. Oh, you're very concerned about whoever that is that you're thinking about being close to. Very concerned. It's not the Queen of Swords, no. You're very concerned about someone, and you're wondering if you should move closer to be closer to help them, because you worry about them. I don't know who this is pertaining to, but you worry about them, and they're not close by. So for someone, that's one of your choices. For others, it's do you wait at your job until they say the picture's on the wall, so to speak, the painting is done, and then you have clear direction. I mean, that's one of them. So for lots of you are at a crossroads of lots of choices, and you're just sort of waiting to see what plays out. That's your Seven of Cups. Then for others, here's your Queen of Swords. Now this, and with the Five of Rods across from it. So this is someone who is, it can be around you, like a family member or a neighbor or a distant relative or something, or it can be a boss. And there's sort of, the Five of Rods. It can be unclear expectations, chaos. I would say boundary issues. For some, it's like boundary issues. It could be like someone telling you how to raise your children, for example. That relative that has their own ideas. It's like this energy that's very, confusing, unclear. In work, it's unclear. It could be that boss that doesn't know what she's doing, and so you get one message one day and one message the next day, and she is so far over her head she doesn't know what she's doing. She is, when in my era they had what was called the Peter Principle, and it was a book written by a professor who said that people rise to the level of their incompetency. And for some, the Queen of Swords could be that she's reached her level of incompetency. Maybe she's even surpassed it. That she, for whatever reason, is out of her league. And so she'll say one thing one day and something else the other day. And it's very hard to work under that environment. Or that she doesn't give clear expectations. Or that she is, I think that she's even writing someone up to do it wasn't my fault. I can see her doing her defensive thing. And remember that the two emotions are fear and love. When people act in that way, they're fearful. When they don't accept accountability for their actions, or they're fearful of lots of things, looking bad, losing their job, all sorts of things, losing control. It's fear-based. And to counter that, we just, it's love. And to see them that there's reasons why they're acting that way. But so for some, it's a work environment. For others, it's someone around you who doesn't respect boundaries. because at the base of it is the Justice card and undecided. It's decisions. Now, I would say that the Justice card is making some decisions and keeping your balance, but you don't have all the information yet. This could be related to your Seven of Cups, and you're blindfolded. You don't know everything that's under those cups right now. And so you're not making an informed decision because you don't know what's there. So that's part of, exploring. It can be related to relationships. It can be related to work. But you don't know what's there because behind you is a decision to move forward and the Magician, two major arcanas. And the Magician is what do you want to manifest? What directions are you going? So it could be an ending of something, an ending of a work environment or ending of a relationship or moving forward or something. And as a result of that, then it's starting anew. What do you want to create? And that's what the Magician is. Now, it's crowned by the Infinity card, which means there's no limit in the universe. The universe is unlimited. So just because someone has reached their goal and has prosperity, it doesn't take away from you at all. There's prosperity for all because what's on your mind is an offer of a partnership, and it can be new beginnings and projects. So someone may be coming to you, and this could be your Seven of Cups. This could be one of them. Because this is following your intuition. There's your crystal ball, looking towards the future, contemplating some things. And the Three of Pentacles can be projects with others, could be new beginnings, could be looking at upgrading your skills, going back to school, taking an online class, maybe starting your own gig, maybe it's self-employment, whatever it is. You're looking at your options as you move forward, which is, again, your Seven of Cups. Because here you're moving forward. Knight of Rods is moving forward, it's energy, and this is moving to smoother waters, looking at the past and moving forward to better, smoother opportunities. Because you won't have the Five of, you have the Five of Wands, so you're leaving that chaos, you're leaving that disputes, confusion, and you're moving forward to smoother opportunities. So it could be you've decided I'm moving to other things that, and it could also be related to that Queen of Swords. I'm moving forward. Maybe thinking about establishing, if you have someone that crosses boundaries, start establishing your boundaries. Whatever your lesson is, also look at what the lesson is, because they are playing a role. You had an agreement when you came here that there's lessons that you were to learn, and there's lessons that they were to learn from you. And it's this, partnership of learning. And so as you move forward, look at what is the lesson from this. Is it about boundaries? Is it about moving forward? Is it about, self-confidence and of seizing new opportunities? Look at what the lesson is. Looking at lessons is sitting back and taking a breath and looking over the situation. Because this is the time. Here's your Nine of Swords. I think this could be either the work environment or a relationship. It's, feeling like you're stabbed in the back or all that energy, and that you're still bringing that forward. It's still a healing time. Right now, it's, and here is the Hermit. This is looking at the whole situation objectively, looking at the truth. So this is what really happened. What is the truth about the situation? Maybe you were unaware that there was the Five of Wands with this individual, or, it's taking time to see what's really going on. It could be an unfair situation, and the Queen of Swords was giving advice to someone that was to your detriment, giving their opinion, not supporting you. This gives you an idea of the picture that you didn't have before about this situation. You're looking at the truth of really what happened rather than the superficial. You're getting to really what was going on. Because we have here, I would say the King of Rods could be a person helping you. It could be a mentor, or it could be an opportunity like a project or a job. And the Empress, good things coming to you. Harvest time. Because here is your Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. You're going to get a message. Now, Cups is related to home. Could be related to relationships. It's the Seven of Swords, which is moving away from an unfair situation, gossip, arguments. You decided to move forward as you get a message. Or it could be messages related to that you left that situation and it is wrapping up. Or even moving. But it's having the skills, moving forward. It's like the Six of Swords. Let's see, we have here. Moving forward. And this is taking what you learned as you move forward. See, this is the energy of moving forward. And this is learning. This is what you learned. And turning that into assets, to tools for the future. Related to the Page of Cups. And then the final outcome is the Eight of Pentacles and the Death card. Now, you know, the Death card is not death. And, you know, I've said several times about the Death card. You know, in the old drama movies about someone goes to the psychic and, of course, it's all dark in there with beads and a table and a crystal ball. And they go for a reading and the Death card comes out, of course. And then there's all the dramatic music. Well, that's not what this is. This is transformation. It's an ending and a beginning, and it has to do with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, it could be new beginnings at work, redefining your job, new opportunities. Maybe it's a new gig. Or it can be new opportunities. You know, the Eight of Pentacles usually represents money coming to you. But it also, you know, it's doing a job, knowing what the job is going forward. And it can also be related to life, too, if you want to have a general, if you're not working outside the home. It can be related to just working on yourself, working on relationships. But there's a transformation related to work. So for some of you, you're going to get a new job for you, where you are. For others, you're going to leave one job and you're going to get a new job. Or you are going to be offered a new job coming up because you have the King of Rods. So it's transformation, new beginnings. So if you're losing a job, but there's new beginnings. Absolutely, there's new beginnings. So think of it as new opportunities, new space that is created there. Okay? So let's then look at your oracle cards. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull an oracle card from each deck. And the first one is the Wisdom of the Oracle. Are you still thinking about that question you want answered? And I'm going to be using the angel answers. So at the end of the reading, I'll be using the angel answers. Here we go. This is for Sagittarius. What is that you want them to know? And remember, the beginning they said about the race. So it can be that you've been going through this race, and then it easily evolves into wonderful things coming to you. You know, the Eight of Pentacles can be that new job, and it can be the Empress, that everything is coming to you. So know that the finish line is there, and don't give up along the way. Okay, angels and archangels. Okay, here we go. There, and it's this card here. And your wisdom, the oracle, is clean it up. So this is the endings, and clean it up. Whatever is unresolved, whatever needs to be wrapped up. That's what it's saying about clean it up. Because once you clean it up, then you can move forward. And it can be many different things. It can be cleaning it up literally about work and, projects. It can be cleaning up about communication with people in your life. Can be forgiving them and forgiving yourself. Or also taking accountability. It can be many things for different people. But, it's clean it up. Take care of it. Because as you do that, then you're able to move forward. Then we have the Divine Beloved. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. Are you getting hungry, Milo? Are you, honey? Oh, he's so... What you doing? You gonna go get water? Huh. Little old guy. He's at least 15, maybe 17. He was a twice failed placement. Those are the kind of dogs I adopt. The failed placement, the hard to place. I go to the rescue and I say, which one is not going to be adopted? That's the one I adopt. And that's been what I've done over the years. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Okay, the card is fear. I release all fear. Remember I talked about fear with that boss or the Queen of Swords? I invite you, Divine Beloved, to move through me in all ways, guiding my actions in every moment. Let me release all fear and feel unbridled openness to the new. So it's also, you can have fear about the unknown, fear about the future. And it says release that fear. Okay. And the next card is my new deck here, which is the Career and Life Oracle. And remember, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free, and I'm almost up to 5,000, which would be pretty awesome. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. There we go. Okay, ooh. You're going to get a strong card here, I can tell. The card is right here. Because it hit my third eye strongly. Okay, your card is Harmony. It is important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. That's interesting, isn't it? Because remember the chaos, the Five of Rods with the Queen of Swords? Yeah. Okay, then we're going to pull the Believe in Your Own Magic. Here we go. There. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides is light. It's the card that we have for a Sagittarius. Here we go. Right here. Okay. Thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. Let's read what this says here. What you looking for, Milo? You're just sort of cruising around over there, aren't you, baby? Just cruising along. Okay, thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. This right now is the ultimate card of celebration, not just of yourself, you're amazing though, but of those around you. When you've done putting on your crown each and every morning, go and help someone else put on theirs. You have so much love and wisdom to spread, so don't waste it. Self-love is essential, but community is important too. Remember, there was the one that I said is thinking about moving to some place because you're really worried about someone. You're thinking about it. I think this might be your answer. Okay, and then our Louise Hay card. And angels and archangels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What is the card you have here? And here's your card. I let go of all expectations. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. There. There you go. Okay. And then we're going to pull our Ask Your Guide. That's one of my new oracle cards. And here's the deck. There. Right here. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is the card of the light? What is the card that you have for our Sagittarius? That noise you hear is Milo's ID card. It's on his neck, but he's so low to the ground that it clicks on the floor because he's a dachshund. A long-haired red dachshund. Angels and archangels. Here we go. Okay, and the card is Rescue, Runner's Guides. Runner Guides. Okay, it's number 53. Runner Guides. Oh, we talked about the race and the runners, didn't we? That sort of goes right with it, huh? Quiet insight, epiphany, recovery. It may seem like you're lost or going nowhere and you don't know how to get back on your way. Take heart. Your runner guides are here to help you out of the sand trap and reconnect you with your internal roadmap. They will help awaken your spirit so you stop pursuing wrong turns and dead ends and get back into your authentic flow. And your runner guide's message to you: stop and listen. Guidance will come when the inner noises quiets down. You will not miss your opportunities. All will be well. There's your card. I really like the colors in this deck. Okay, now the question that you had, that I said, remember the question at the beginning that you want an answer, and I'm using the angel answers right here. And what is the message that we have for our Sagittarius? Thank you, thank you, thank you for our Sagittarius. Here we go. Okay, the answer is success. Look at that. It's very specific that I get this card for you. Success. I think that's a yes answer. Congratulations, you are on the road to success. You need to have any reservations about your situation, and it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It is wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. That's a very good card. There you go. Okay, thank you so much, Sagittarius. Thank you for the support of the channel. Until next time, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Las Vegas.